Hey beautiful people, you are welcome back again to my channel. If you are just coming across this channel for the first time, or you are just seeing this face for the first time, you are most welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate you, and please keep watching my videos. I also appreciate it if you could kindly share, like and comment on this video. I posted this quote on my social media handles. Be brave enough to try something new. You might just succeed. After watching few videos on how to make a wig, I decided to give it a try. Note guys, I'm not a professional hairstylist. I just had to improvise some things. Okay, that's the weave on. I got it from Nigeria when I was about moving down here. And the name is Gentle. It came with its own wig cap and its own closure. So I decided to get my sewing things like the needle, the thread, the pins, and my sewing machine, because that was how I saw it in the video I watched. I've been using this mannequin on my channel. I've been using it for all the headwears I've been making on this channel. The mannequin has a smaller skull. You can see it from the way the wig cap looks. But then it's the DIY. I was just trying something actually. I placed the closure on it like that. I just wanted to see how it will be. And again, I wanted to trace it out on the wig cap so that when sewing, I won't have an issue with how to place it. I just used my pins to hold it in place. Then I traced it out. Your location sometimes can bring out the talent in you. When I was at home, I never knew I would be able to do stuff like this. But then I live in a place where if you don't do some things on your own, you will end up spending so much. Okay, when I was done pinning the closure, I just traced it out with my dressmaking chalk. That chalk, I regret buying it because it's not really pronounced. You can see it. I just wanted to get something different. I ended up getting something really different. You can see the marks were not showing, so I switched back to my old chalk. This is me drawing those lines to serve as guide, more like eye judgment actually. Okay, so if you look at it, it's not that wide apart and it's not that slim, because I only have 4 bundles or 5, I think so. I didn't want to run short of the weave on. At the same time, I didn't want it to be scanty. Don't mind me, the way I'm just doing it as if I'm a pro. I was just trying very hard. I was like, God, let this thing come out well. And if it doesn't come out well, then I will assume I didn't even make this wig at all. Back to how I got this weave on. You know, sometimes when you want to relocate, you'll be buying and buying and buying, plus things you will need and things you will not need. So somehow I found this weave on in one of the shops in Wuse Market. I think Wuse Market. I can't really remember, in Abuja. For those in Abuja, you will understand the location. I just bought it, not knowing what to do with it. Okay. This is me after a year. I just brought it out, and let me tell you why I brought it out. My birthday is in few days time. I wanted to look different and also wear the things I made with my hands. Hope you understand, because I love doing things with my hand, not because I cannot really buy some of them, but there's this joy you have when you do things with your own hands. This is just one of the bundles. I was trying to use my sewing machine to actually sew it just the way I saw it on YouTube. I tried it like 3 or 4 times. It was not sewing. In fact, my machine was not moving. Okay, here I was trying to determine the front and the back. When I got that, I folded it into two. I tried to sew. The machine was not doing justice at all. I wonder how the people that sew their wigs, I wonder how they do it. I tried to stitch, it was not going. I did it like 3 times. Then I concluded that maybe the machine is meant to sew only fabrics. Trust your girl, I switched to needle and thread. Okay, that was how I started. I picked the first weave on. And again, this weave on, they are all of the same length, about 18 inches. I love the length, not so long, not so short. And I also love the texture. It felt silky. Not so expensive. I can't even remember how much I bought it then when I was living in Nigeria. But I just love the fact that it's what I love, okay? So back to the story, I bought it, not knowing what to do with it. I carried rollers, I carried a hair stretcher, I carried what they call it, hair dryer, like everything related to hair, crochet pin. I know I'm not hair person, but I just decided to have them because I know in the future I may want to do something with them. And that's exactly what happened on this fateful day. That is the day I just woke up to do something different. As per plans to how I will mark my birthday, nothing specific actually, just to wake up to thank God. Well, I don't know how that day will be yet, but this is just me trying to just make this week and probably make a dress for myself. There may be earring. I just want to wear my handmade things. Hope you get the gist. But I just hope I will enjoy that day. If not, I will just do it indoors. Okay. So this is the first line. I did it. It came out nice. I was just trying to tack it. I said, I don't want to make hair that once you try to brush it, it will just pull out. So I just did that. Another thing I observe is this thing is more like a common sense kind of DIY, because if you look at it, you should at least have an idea on how to go about it. And with the lines I drew, it really helped me a lot, because imagine those lines were not there. You end up doing something and it will be looking slanty or not organized. So I was just going one after the other, taking my time. I made sure I took my time because why rushing, especially when you are doing it for the first time? I was just being careful, and at the same time I tried to be accurate too, because I didn't want to do something that when I place it on my head, people will be like, Joy, what's this on your head? So I just like try to make it neat to the best of my knowledge. Okay. I didn't even tell you guys. I also bought crochet. Is it crochet they call it? More like what you fix. Maybe I will find time to do something with it. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I really equipped myself when I was coming. Even most of the fabrics you see me use on my channel, I got everything from Nigeria. And whenever I make videos, people will be like, where do you get these things from? I make sure, because one thing with DIYs, if I don't do them for a long time, I just feel something about me is missing. I don't know if you too have that feeling, especially if it's what you love. Like I love sewing. If you noticed, I removed the mannequin from the stand. I placed it on my lap because I felt it would be easier that way. But whichever way, just do it in a way that it will be convenient for you if you are just a beginner like me. One thing I learned from the making of this wig is that you don't need to have everything in place before you actually do things. Because if you are trying to have everything, you may never get anything done. If you look at the needle I used, it's not professional because the video I watched, the way the needle was looking, it was looking curved. I was like, I will use the kind of needle I have. But now, if you check the end result of this wig, you won't know that I didn't use what the professional used. So it's just a way of, improvising. Use what you have and you will still get the same result. If you haven't liked this video yet, kindly do. I was able to make it to this part. This is like the second to the last part of this wig making. So when I was done doing this part, I started to brush it. That was when I realized that there was an untouched weave-on inside the wig. I didn't discard it, rather I looked for a way to put it back into the wig. Guys, something happened while I was brushing the hair. Somehow, I don't know how it happened. I noticed that the parts standing on the tripod got broken. See it? And it could no longer stay well on the stand. Just look at it. It was just falling to different directions. So I just removed the stand, then I continued on my lap. I wish I even finished the whole thing before it happened. But I didn't give up. I just continued making the wig. Here I was very careful because I wanted it to be centralized. I wanted it to be in a way that I won't start saying, oh, this thing is slant on my head. So watch what I did here. You know, previously I'd already marked the line of that closure. So I was just stitching it on that line. I did it round. But one thing I discovered was that I noticed it was getting rumpled. It was that point I just cut the thread. Then I started doing it from the other end. I believe this was easy to make. Well, it's just because of my mind. Sometimes when you condition your mind that, oh, you'll be able to do this, truly you'll be able to do it. If you don't make it first in your mind, you'll be able to do it physically. So everything one does starts from the mind. First of all, tell yourself you can do it. Truly, you will just see yourself doing it at ease. So you have to have a positive mind towards things about life generally, not because of this week. Generally about life, tell yourself, oh, I will succeed in this. And you see yourself succeeding. Oh, I'll be able to make this style. You see yourself making this style. First of all, make it in your mind. Yes, I think that's the right way to put it. Make it in your mind first, then it will now come to reality. I had to pay more attention here because that's where the beauty lies. Most times it is the closure people look at when people wear wigs. Like me, that's how I judge wig. If I see that the closure is not neat, even though the rest part of the wig is neat, I would just conclude that it's not neat at all because that's where the beauty is. So I didn't want to also make a wig that people will be like, ah, why is the closure like this? I was very careful making this particular um part of the wig. So when I saw that it was almost getting difficult for me from the other end, I just cut the thread. Then I started sewing from this end. Guess what, guys? Your guess is as good as mine. I was able to stitch it and it came out very nice. Honestly, I love it and I don't mind trying another wig making video or DIY. It may not really be this kind of weave on, maybe a different type. And I know one or two persons will also gain something from it. This is me just brushing the wig after making it. Now it's looking more relaxed and looking pretty. If you have any correction or suggestion about this wig, kindly let me know in the comment section. And if you want to rate me as well on a scale of 1 to 10, please do in the comment section. This will make me want to start looking into wig making, probably because of where I am based. If I add this to my content, I believe it will do well. What do you guys think? Let me just know in the comment section what you think about this. If you're a beginner, I believe this video will be very helpful. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. I'll be rocking this wig on my birthday. I'll be posting the pictures on my community page. Kindly watch out. See you all in my next one, and bye.